love, faith, family, and drama. Sister Wives has given us all of that and more for over a decade. But beyond the cameras, there are moments that didn't just entertain, they changed everything. Tonight, we're diving deep into 10 moments that completely redefine the cast dynamics of Sister Wives. From shocking exits to emotional confrontations, these moments shaped the family as we know it today. So grab a snack, settle in, because this is a journey through the highs, the lows, and the turning points of a family that's anything but ordinary. In this video, we'll walk through 10 unforgettable events from Sister Wives, not just the surface-level drama, but how each moment shifted the relationships, trust, and overall balance of the family. Whether you've been watching since season 1 or you're just now catching up, this breakdown will give you fresh insight into why the Browns will never be the same. Each moment we cover had ripple effects that changed the family forever, and by the end, you'll see just how fragile and fascinating their journey really is. One of the biggest shocks in Sister Wives history was Meri's catfish scandal. What started as an online friendship quickly spiraled into something much more complicated and ultimately devastating. When Meri revealed she had been emotionally involved with someone online who turned out not to be who they claimed, it shattered trust across the family. Kody was deeply hurt, the other wives felt blindsided, and viewers watched the unraveling of the once close bond between the first wife and the rest of the family. Beyond the headlines, this moment represented a breaking point. Meri's loneliness and longing for connection highlighted the darker side of polygamy, where emotional needs can easily go unmet. Robyn entering the family. When Robyn joined the Brown family, it was supposed to be a new beginning filled with hope and expansion. Kody was visibly smitten, and for a time, the family seemed excited about adding another wife to their circle. But Robyn's arrival wasn't without tension. The other wives, especially Meri, Janelle, and Christine, struggled to adjust to the shift in attention and resources. Suddenly, the balance of the family felt different. Kody's strong connection to Robyn sparked jealousy, and her presence introduced new dynamics that would ripple for years. This wasn't just another wife joining, it was the start of a turning point where favoritism and uneven affection began to fracture the family's unity. Christine's public frustrations. Christine's doubts about plural marriage had always simmered under the surface, but fans really began to see them boil over in her candid moments on the show. Time and time again, Christine expressed her struggles with sharing her husband and feeling undervalued. Whether it was her discomfort with Kody's favoritism toward Robyn or her pain about raising children while feeling emotionally unsupported, Christine's honesty stood out. She became a voice for the unspoken struggles of polygamy. These moments planted the seeds of her eventual departure, making it clear that Christine's journey was moving in a very different direction than the rest of the family. One of the most defining transitions for the Brown family was their sudden move to Las Vegas. On the surface, it was about logistics, escaping Utah's increasingly hostile environment toward polygamist families. But beneath the surface, the physical relocation mirrored the emotional distance already forming between Kody and his wives. Leaving behind their tight-knit cul-de-sac life in Lehi, Utah, the family shifted into 4 separate homes in Nevada. That separation, while offering more independence, also fractured their sense of unity. What was once a family constantly intertwined became individuals living more parallel lives, and the emotional consequences of that move rippled through the years. Kody's favoritism toward Robyn. From the moment Robyn entered the family, viewers noticed something different about Kody's dynamic with her. But over time, the other wives started vocalizing what fans had already suspected. Kody showed favoritism. Whether it was his extra time with Robyn, his willingness to bend rules for her kids, or his emotional connection that seemed deeper than with the others, resentment grew. Accusations of favoritism fueled major arguments and highlighted the imbalance in Kody's relationships. This moment wasn't just about jealousy. It revealed the cracks in polygamy itself, where equal love and attention were promised but never fully delivered. The family's struggle with faith. Religion was the foundation of the Brown family's lifestyle. Their belief in living the principle was the reason they embraced plural marriage in the first place. But as years passed, faith became more of a dividing force than a unifying one. Some of the wives, particularly Christine, began questioning whether polygamy was truly God's plan for them, while others clung tightly to their spiritual convictions. The struggle with faith didn't just affect their marriages, it shook their identity as a family. What once united them, faith, was now becoming the very thing that exposed their differences, creating a spiritual tug-of-war that no one could fully resolve. Christine leaving the family. Perhaps the most groundbreaking moment in Sister Wives history came when Christine decided to leave Kody. After years of feeling unseen, undervalued, and emotionally abandoned, Christine chose to put her own happiness above the ideals of polygamy. Her departure wasn't just a personal decision, it was a seismic shift that redefined the family. For the first time, a wife wasn't just threatening to leave. She actually did. This changed everything: the family dynamic, Kody's authority, and the public perception of their lifestyle. Christine's choice empowered her but destabilized the family, setting the stage for more unraveling in the years to come. Janelle has always stood out among the wives for her practicality and independence, but over time, her clashes with Kody redefined her role within the family. She often prioritized stability and her children's needs over Kody's shifting visions, which sometimes made her appear detached from the emotional chaos around her. As tensions rose, Janelle pushed back more openly, especially when she felt Kody's decisions were unfair or favored certain wives. This independence set her apart and subtly shifted the family's balance, showing that not all of the wives were willing to simply follow Kody's lead. Her strength inspired both her children and even the other wives to question what it truly meant to be a partner in this plural marriage. The children growing up and speaking out. As the years went on, the children of the Brown family were no longer just quiet observers. They grew up, formed their own opinions, and weren't afraid to share them. This became a powerful shift in the family dynamic because for the first time, Kody's authority wasn't just being questioned by the wives, but also by his own kids. Some expressed frustration about favoritism, while others openly challenged the family's faith structure and Kody's leadership. Their voices added a new layer of tension, revealing generational differences and exposing the cracks in the idealized image of unity. The children's independence mirrored their mother's struggles, ultimately showing that the fractures in the family weren't just between spouses. They extended into the next gen when the Browns announced their big move from Las Vegas to Flagstaff. It was painted as a fresh start, a way to get closer to nature, embrace new opportunities, and build their dream homes side by side. But instead of creating unity, the move highlighted just how fractured the family had already become. Financial struggles, legal hurdles, and disagreements about living arrangements only fueled the tension. The wives felt isolated in separate rentals, the kids were uprooted from their schools and friends, and Kody's vision of a unified family started slipping further away. In many ways, Flagstaff symbolized the beginning of the end, with each wife questioning not just the move, but their place in the family itself. At the end of the day, Sister Wives has always been more than just a reality show. It's a living experiment in family, faith, and resilience, one that has faced setbacks, heartbreaks, and major transformations. These 10 moments weren't just TV highlights. They were turning points that forever changed the relationships among Kody, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn. Love them or criticize them, the Browns have given us a raw look at a family trying to survive against all odds. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.